we're starting from the beginning.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, good evening, y'all. How we doing? How we feeling? How
Good
we
to
feeling?
see y'all. Hey.
Not well, bitch, today.
What's wrong?
Nothing. What about you?
Not too much. Not too shabby. Good to see y'all.
I want y'all to understand, like, what has just gone on. We tried to do prank calls a little bit earlier because it's already getting a little late.
We're trying to be responsible.
Still, like, earlier than when we normally do the prank calls. So, like, I don't really understand what everyone's possibly doing on this Monday gorgeous evening. Tuesday gorgeous evening as well.
Also,
I guess they're getting their beauty rest and you know, hopes for
R&R.
tomorrow. You know, the podcast coming out for the episode coming out today. It's not been great.
Yeah, like literally we normally at the end we're like, okay, yeah, let's do the prank calls, and it's like 9:30 p.m. PST. Today I was like, let's come in, let's start with these. We started at 8 p.m. PST. We called not 1, not 2, not 3,
not 4,
not 5,
not 6.
We have just called 7 different clients
of ours.
Yes.
That we know well.
Very well, close confidence, that have been submitted by you listeners. Guess how many of them answered? Not 1, not 2, not completely freaking 0.
We are, what was one of the words that they said? Point shoot 0 or something? Point shit.
Zip shit 0. What was it?
Zip shit 0 kind of rolls off the tongue as well.
Zip shit 0.
I mean, hey, we appreciate y'all doing the calls, and we try very hard to get them done.
But that was just a little discouraging. I mean, that was a little discouraging. We try to keep our, morale high, but when we tried that many in a row and no one answers, I mean, I know y'all don't give a damn, but my God, that was worse than ever.
I know y'all don't give a damn, but my God, y'all don't give a fuck.
Right. At this point, it's like point zip straight 0. So, wow.
It's not your fault. It's your friend's fault.
Yeah. So please reach out to your friends if you've submitted in the past couple weeks, because we just tried about every single one of them.
I'd recommend that you start just soft launching that we will be calling at some point. Don't not say that, but like, hey, have you been missing a lot of calls lately or something? Like,
you need to pick up every call that you get.
Yeah, there's been like carrier outages and stuff like that. So I want to make sure my calls have been going through.
Right.
I mean, maybe there's a National Verizon or T-Mobile or Sprint or Cricket or
something.
Mint Mobile.
Something is in the tequila, because
I'm not comfortable with it.
Anyway, let's get into it.
How are y'all today? We're looking forward to it. Wanted to start off and give a huge shout out on the flip side.
I know what you're going to say.
To our brand new Facebook channel.
Facebook group. Wow.
Y'all are the funniest bitches I have ever had the blessing of encountering, speaking with, talking to, getting to know, reference or not reference, and I'm loving it.
I am too. We were literally cracking up at like 100% of all of them, because it was like we give y'all an inch, y'all don't take a mile, y'all took it a half marathon. We give y'all a joke. Y'all have been to Spaghetti Lane, y'all went there. We've got pictures.
We had on-site troops at Spaghetti
freaking Lane. Like literally every comment. I mean, it is like a damn near comedy show in there. So I was loving it. I know Tristan was loving it. I know y'all probably don't care to read all of them, but y'all should go through and support each other, because we were obsessed with it and found it very, very funny.
If you haven't gone and joined the Facebook group yet, it'll be in the description below. Like 1,400 out of 10 would say that. Just like, not even because it's our podcast, but genuinely because it's so fucking funny. Because of y'all,
yeah.
I also love like
hilarious.
Everybody like trying to find like friends in their cities. Like that's awesome, and I'd love to see some of y'all meet up.
Good to build that camaraderie, etc.
Build that camaraderie of people who
don't care.
Also don't care. Yeah,
at all either too. So
I think that's really pretty.
Yeah, and y'all don't be afraid to shout out anything you want to say into the Facebook group. It's a safe space. It's a safe space, and
it's an open forum. And we're at like 700 or so.
7 million.
7 million. We're at 7 million
members.
Once we get to 10 million, we're going to lock it down
and do a big international giveaway.
We're doing a huge international giveaway, so details to come on that. Mm-hmm. We have a lot of sponsors on that one. So
as usual.
Just wanted to quickly shout out that. So y'all come and join the Facebook group community. It's really, really gorgeous. And as always, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And
definitely.
Shit like that.
Tristan, wow. Very, very cool.
Tell me a little bit about your weekend, Channing. Tell me.
Do you want to start with the weekend, or do you want to start with what happened right before the weekend?
I was thinking that we would start with what happened. That was kind of the start of my weekend. For better or for worse. I want you to get into it and make your official statement and release here. So.
Okay. So.
With heavy hearts?
With very, very, very heavy hearts. My heart's going to start beating fast once I start talking about this.
That's okay.
Truly. Today is Tuesday that we're recording this. This is coming out on a Wednesday. So almost a week ago, I ended up moving forward with hosting my 7K Murder Mystery Live party event, spectacular production.
With technical by Peter.
Hostessing and maitre d''ing by Marshall. And the boys did a freaking great job. Everyone that came
to your house did a great
job. I agree. Literally, I haven't been able to really discuss it much just due to like heart palpitations, anxiety, and memory loss.
I was shot with a trait of memory loss.
I will say, this is what I will say about it. I really don't want to talk about it ad nauseum because it, like, I'm going to have to go find like a Xanax prescription or something. Okay, so we've done 6 lives, or not, I guess we've done 5 lives previously to that. I do want to say the first 4 that we did, no one even really got that drunk. They started getting real trashy when Peter came in. When Peter came in for 5K.
It all happened with Peter.
It started getting real trashy at 5K. I thought I couldn't top, my behavior at 5K. Something horrible happened to me with 7K.
Channing, I will give her credit here. When we walked into the venue, a lot of us,
don't say too much.
A lot of us were like coming from work, etc. Had long days. She has got a gorgeous like appetizer tray. Went to Trader Joe's, got us all these snacks, dinner, etc. for hosting us, and she had her specialty cocktail that she had prepared. Channing has never had a strong suit of being a bartender per se. Okay. So the minute I tasted it, I was like, okay, it's going to be a night. It's going to be a night.
Okay, but also the lives like stressed me out a lot. And Peter had been at my house since like 4. Y'all came over at 6:30. So
and
I
you
was
put a lot of planning into them.
I did, and I want it to go well. I really do like care about it a lot, and like it makes me nervous. And so, but I really only had like 1 drink before y'all got there at like 6:30. The drinks were just strong. Everyone's like, "Ooh, these are strong." I was like going down like water for me, like kind of kidding, but also just kind of chugging. I also want to say I'm not like a lightweight. Like I like drink fairly frequently, not all the time. More than a bit, sometimes, occasionally. So I think the
nerves
/ proof is in the complete pudding of the fact that I didn't eat dinner.
Okay.
But
you had a bite of a chicken finger.
I had half of a chicken finger, and that's all I ate. Just, again, I was like freaking out, running around. I'm trying to get everybody else in order, and I, dropped the ball, physically and mentally and emotionally. And I paid for it for the following 3 to 4 days with just like, don't talk to me about it. I don't want to hear about it. Y'all that are, listened to and watched it, please do not say anything specific details in the comments of this. I don't want to hear about it. If he tries to bring it up, I don't want to talk about it. I asked, some of my family members, what did y'all think? And if you think it went bad, don't say anything. My sister said no comment. Okay.
Okay. That's perfect.
I heard you ended it for like, what do you call it?
Damage
control, which I appreciate.
I was your PR rep that night, and I was also very tipsy, like from the drinks as well. I had just eaten a little bit more, and I was able to kind of snap in. I think I'm able to kind of snap in and focus out and through
you are better at doing
when
that.
I need to.
And a lot of people, y'all always tell me that I have like a mystery drink too, where I'm like, I'm fine, I'm drinking, and then I get like 1 drink, and it's like I'm off the cliff, like something like it's
right.
there's no in between really for me. It's like kind of having fun, and then like woo, like she's gone, and that happened more quickly, more rapid approach than I'm used to.
More comfortable with. I completely understand. I think the viewers understand. They were still happy to have the content. Great, in the comments, everyone's still supportive.
Which I really appreciate.
You got toe up.
I know, I did get toe up.
That's okay.
I guess. I just know we like heavily advocate for the toe up lifestyle, and I just want to also mention that there is a come down from that, and it was rough. Okay.
One thing, this is not bad. I just like Jenny
no,
was
please,
like,
seriously, I don't want to hear about it.
I could not look at the YouTube app for about 4 days.
No, I haven't looked. I won't look at the comments of it. I always like check my YouTube like every day. Haven't looked.
Hey, that's okay. You're here now. We're going to come back stronger later.
But I think I'll maybe do like a production or like something like a fun event pre-recorded for my future milestones, just for my own like heartbeat regulation and peace of mind. I don't think I'm going to be going live anymore.
It's also hard to do it like by ourselves, like doing like everything. Because then if something technically goes wrong, we don't really have someone that's like actually genuinely like, of course, we have Peter, sweet volunteer, but like we don't have someone who's like literally like, has a production crew. Like we don't have anyone that we can do that.
Yeah.
So
Anyway, I'm sorry, and I hope y'all know it's taken me about 5 days to recover mentally. So
thank you for 7K.
Thank you for 7K. 8K will do something, but not alive. Thanks so much. Let's move on.
Other than that, got kind of started into the weekend. We had a bunch of fun little activities here and there. You know, we had a little wine night girls dinner on Friday night. And one of our friends, Patrick, just moved like right beside us. So that was fun. We got to see his new place. And
so happy for him.
Spend some camaraderie together. We went to Tironi. Unfortunately, I can't go back there just due to the fact that, number one, they don't cut the pizza, which I get, like, is an Italian thing. But, like, hey, come on, like.
There's a table of 7. Like, let's cut it. You know, we're sharing it.
I'm just, like, not going to pick up the pie and, like, gnaw on it, per se.
Right now.
Is what I'm not preferring. And spent about $700, which I, again, wasn't preferring as well.
No, just for, the amount of food that we got, like, I don't think it was worth. It's like a cute place, but it's not like a fancy restaurant.
So cute, not a match.
It should not be $700 something for the product that we got.
I totally agree. I'm blanking on what Saturday was.
You went to a dinner. I didn't leave my house on Saturday due to R&R.
What did I do before that? Did I do? Oh my God! Oh, I had to shoot Carl's J.
You had work.
Carl's J. I had to do work, and help the girls out with something. They had to film too, so it was work, content day, and then I went to one of my favorite restaurants, Pache, with the girls, of course.
Love it.
And then Sunday, big Pride Day. Huge Pride. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
To all of our Not That You Care listeners. Wow. Love is love. Thank God.
I'm an ally.
Channing is an ally. Thank you so much. Happy Pride. I mean, you know, I'm not LGBT. I don't necessarily mess with that gay stuff shit.
Gay stuff shit.
I don't mind if y'all do it. I just don't want to see it.
We don't want to see it.
Just not anywhere near me.
Publicly. No.
Publicly, no.
Oh,
in private, that's fine. That's okay. That's your business.
That's your choice.
Mind your business.
That's your choice. Not something that you would do.
Not something that I would do. Don't want to have a life with a man or have a nice little white picket fence with cute little dog or anything, like
little girl
dog like running around or something. Like, I would never want something like that for myself.
Okay, cool.
Personally, if y'all want to do that,
that's
very
on you.
cool.
That's on
very
you.
Cool
yeah.
And very unique. Almost.
Extremely almost bizarre, but
something's
we'll leave y'all to it.
Exactly. Happy Pride though.
Yeah, definitely. So,
holy shit.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, so you went out for Pride on Sunday.
Yes.
I popped out of my apartment. Where I live is like front and center for like the Pride Parade that was on June. I guess that was 1st. It's on Sunday. And I mean, I walk out, I hear music blaring, Like, I was excited to go out and see it. I turned the corner from my apartment. Who do I see?
The girls.
Saw the freaking girls. So last year I went out and did the same thing and saw Sutton and Garcelle from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And I was completely rattled, freaking out. Y'all all know Bravo. People are like A-list celebrities to me. So I was thinking, you know, and I was vlogging this. I was like, okay, so right here last year is where I met Sutton. Put like my camera down for a second. It's freaking Sutton again, all over again. I was like, there's no way.
There's no way.
But if y'all watch Beverly Hills, you know that her and Garcelle are like kind of no longer friends. So then turn around, the other person on the back of the truck, Heather Dubrow. So yeah, Garcelle's not with her this year. I guess that's kind of an indicator that they're actually not friends really at all.
You're breaking news here.
I know. I had met Sutton obviously before. I had never met Heather Dubrow, and she's a Real Housewife of Orange County. She's married to Terry Dubrow, like the plastic surgeon, like one of the richest people probably ever.
Him. You're collecting housewives like it's molten lava cake.
I know, which is like incredible to me. So. And yeah, I mean, you know, I saw Lisa V the other day, a couple months ago, and now we're doing Heather and Sutton. So, y'all, that made my day. But it's not about me. It was about you. So, talk about what you did on Sunday.
No, I mean, I just, you know, a lot of y'all are familiar with gay dinner that we've done in the past. And a lot of y'all also contribute and go to your own separate gay dinners.
Which we love.
We did gay outing and gay adventure and exploration of others. And, you know, that's about all I'll say on that.
Who'd you explore?
All I met a girl I'm interested in. Actually, I met like a couple. Like
there were some girls there.
There were girls there. I met some.
Did you explore them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. May I ask you this? About how many bars did y'all go to on Sunday? 1, 2, 3, down the strip.
5. I think 6.
Oh, okay.
Or
that's
7.
Actually, not that bad.
7. And then I called it early at 1A.
That is early. Well, it's a Sunday, and then Tristan had to be in the office at 10 a.m. the next day.
And one thing about me, like, I'm gonna make it in. Okay?
You did. I'm so proud
I
of
did,
you.
And that's pride. And be prideful in not only, your lifestyle, but also like yourself and others. So
I agree. I'm proud that you made it in.
Me as well.
I don't know if I could have.
And then, God forbid. It was a long day, long friggin' day.
Hey, who'd you explore? Hey, who'd you explore?
I met a couple lady friends. I met a few lady friends.
Anybody you want to take it to the next level with?
I don't think so. There was some chemistry, and that's about all. I'll leave it at that. I mean, I think if we saw anybody or anyone saw me at Pride, just disregard. It might not have been me if you could have caught that.
A lot of people,
could have been AI too, so.
And a lot of people dressed up as you, and you have a lot of
people
doppelgangers as well.
Because I wasn't gonna say it, but ever since the podcast started, I've seen a lot of people trying to clone me. And trying to, use my name and likeness for something else. So that could have, if you saw me on Pride.
Or if you saw, it was probably actually Ed Sheeran.
It might have been Ed freaking Sheeran. So, because I saw him too.
I did too.
And I went up to him and I was like, hey, want to clear the air.
Right.
And I had asked him to leave. I had asked him to freaking leave.
West Hollywood?
Yes. He was over in West Hollywood, which is actually near like WeHo Pride and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Like
that's where you guys were?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Over in West Hollywood, California, in the WeHo district.
Like Los Angeles?
In Los Angeles metropolitan county.
That West Hollywood area.
Mm-hmm. Down over in West Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
Chaperones talked about it before.
It wasn't east, was it?
Had a great time. And that's all I'm going to say
we'll
on
leave
that.
It at that.
Happy Pride.
It was a good time. For everyone. Okay, very, very, very cool. Let's maybe do word of the week.
I would do word of the week. Also, just wanted to quickly, my word of the week comes in from the show Overcompensating. If you haven't watched Overcompensating, also speaking of just pride, LGBT, etc. It's a great show, and there are some moments where I'm like, holy shit, that was literally me in college, or that was me trying to figure things out. There's just so many gorgeous, great, relatable scenes.
/ funny. The humor in that I love as well.
Even if you're an ally, you're going to enjoy it as well.
I did. Yeah, I did. I
Everyone said, or I saw a trend that reminded me of you. Not that we've ever hooked up or anything, but the two main characters, how they, they found each other. And then there's a trend right now of people putting them together.
Aww.
Maybe Kayla, if you do that for us.
That would be really sweet.
That'd be really cool. I'm sure Kayla doesn't watch No Mo.
After she got a shout out.
Yes, I'm sure Kayla don't watch No Mo.
Do you have any special favorite moments from the show, or just as a whole? I know it's kind of feel good / funny / representative
of the times.
Yes.
I don't know. I really love that scene. Mainly, I love the character Holmes because they were genuinely so damn funny and so us. I was just laughing every single time they came on the screen. Hey y'all, it's Trish, live from my bedroom over here in West Hollywood, California. I'm so stupid. Holmes is the actor who plays Haley in Overcompensating. However, I was really just speaking, not only do I love the character Haley on Overcompensating, I also love Holmes after I was watching the series. I'd watched them on Caleb H's podcast, loved all the press, etc. I'm so stupid. I hope y'all forgive me. Anyway, and this is the first time y'all have seen the little editing the room. This is my bedroom. Sody got me this print. Okay, anyway, back to the episode. Love you guys dearly. And I was just like, oh damn. So
us.
Loved that. Loved really anything she says. Love all of Benny's stuff where he's doing things for the first time, or even I remember in college me going through Rush for a couple days, and I was that's the funniest shit to think about. If y'all can imagine me getting a bid from a fraternity, how insane that experience was. I didn't end up taking it, but
wait, who did you
I can't even say it publicly. I cannot say it publicly.
At Alabama?
Auburn.
Okay.
I can't even say it publicly. It was so bad. We just went for fun.
But tell me what it was. That's not.
They were horrible.
I don't know. I can't remember.
They were terrible. And it was a really, the guys
what was it like when they presented it to you? I don't know. I don't think you've ever told
First
me.
of all, it was me and my freshman year roommate, who's one of was my best friend at the time. And
wait, he was a different fraternity though, right?
Yes, he was. So I ended up becoming friends with a lot of his fraternity brothers, which I loved. And I still love him, but we just don't talk as much.
Right.
Anywho, loved all of his fraternity brothers as well, because they kind of took me in molten lava.
Very cool.
Anywho, The rushing process was definitely intricate. We just got like really fucked up. Like
Natty Lights.
Yes, but we would like bounce around to all the different fraternity parties, and like some were like sober events that you'd go to, like for instance, and like of course like I'm heavily LGB. Like I know I said I wasn't earlier, and I'm not.
But sometimes you seem like you are.
At that point, I was completely S for straight. And so I was really, really trying to make myself appeal to that audience, which was definitely
that was what was cracking me up in the show when he would come in and they would be like huge fist bumps, like "What's up, dude?"
The
like,
one slow mo where he's doing like the bro handshake.
Yes.
I was like, "Oh fuck!" I remember that moment with me having so many times. So we just like would bop around to all these like parties, and then of course there'd be some like pre-rush events during the summer, so we already knew some people. Mm-hmm. One of which they said I was going to end up being too fruity to join.
They told you that? Who said that?
I can't even talk. I won't say it on here to like help that guy.
What
but
fraternity
I hope he knows
it?
It stuck with me.
What fraternity was it?
So, and I did end up loving going to those parties.
Wait, was that someone that we knew that told you
yes.
that? Is it who I think it is?
Yes. Wait, who do you think it is? Yeah.
That is really rude.
So
and
weird.
Very random.
So weird. They're like, all the guys love you. You're so awesome. It's a little bit fruity. And I was like,
wait,
no.
He told you that directly?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that's really rude.
Yeah, it was definitely something. Like, just make up something. Be like, hey, we're at quota.
Right.
Sorry.
That's really rude.
So it was really funny. Anyway, that's why this show really was so
hit
fucking
home.
great. And
yeah.
It hit home a lot. Anyway, that whole process happened. They brought us into like this dark, scary room. And they were like they'd gotten us like all like pretty drunk. And we just ended up like a bunch of people came in the room. And I think it was me and like 4 other people that they had chosen to give bids at. And then they're like,
did they like give you a piece of paper or they're like,
yeah, like a bid card at first or like an invitation.
You have never told me any of that.
I tried to block it out of my
You were
memory.
at the fraternity house in a dark room and they did that.
Mm-hmm.
And
I believe there might have been candles involved and a beer shower. So what I had done was just blacked out and I kind of just left.
So you didn't have to answer it on the spot?
No. I think I might have said like, hell yeah, or like, hell yeah, brother.
I wish we had a like literal candid camcorder.
It's so embarrassing.
That.
I'm like turning red even thinking about it. No, it's just so funny.
It's funny now, obviously in the moment.
I just know that. I mean, I'm glad that Benny's bringing light to this situation because like I could never do like that's insane. Like I can't.
Right.
But I loved all the guys that I got to meet through other fraternities. Luckily, I went to a lot of sorority day parties. That's like where we, had a bunch of fun all throughout college. But It was like, then I found my people. And then I was like, for a while, I was like devastated that I wasn't going to be in a fraternity. I was like, oh, hell, I'm not going to make any sort of friends at all.
Right.
It was opposite of the truth. Like, I think it just made me like more unique.
Yourself, yeah.
And more myself. And so I'm kind of... That's how I'm celebrating Pride this year.
Very, very cool.
I'm going back to school. I'm going to join a fraternity.
You should. You should go be like a house dad.
You know what I should be in? Overcompensating season 2.
I definitely agree. After hearing this story, come on now. You completely would fit right in.
I'm sure there's some other like really scary stories.
You could think on it. That's like really, really cracking me up.
Of the rush parties. I just remember like going to stay with guys like for like the weeks leading up to school, like in the rush process, and I was just always like, I don't want to talk to y'all, like, so then I would like just want to be with like my girlfriends.
Right.
And I was like, there's something definitely off here. Of course I knew I was LG at the time.
You did?
Yes.
Very cool.
But I was like trying to like make it make sense.
Aww,
and then like the first night of school making out with like a girl, I'm like,
cool.
Very, very cool. I probably was like getting heartbroken looking at another guy, and I was like, I guess I'll just have to make out with a girl. Not happy about it.
God bless. But look at you now. I mean, look at you now. But hopefully this and, that show is helping people, younger people now know that it's okay if you're not fitting in. There's not just kind of one mold that you have to fit in to make it work in this crazy, beautiful thing we like to call life. Okay?
Yeah.
And sometimes you bloom later. Sometimes it is what it is, but
sometimes don't bloom.
Sometimes you're way too freaking fruity, but
sometimes you're completely freaking fruity, like a fruit stand at Melrose Trading Post at the middle of Whole Foods.
Fruit platter from Edible Arrangements,
like a chocolate covered dipped strawberry or like banana for say.
Well, we love you, Trish. You know, I hope you know that.
Happy Pride, guys.
Yes.
Anywho, long-winded way to say my word of the week is it pisses me off.
Yes.
And it pisses, I guess, you know, it pisses, we kept saying that this entire weekend.
Pisses me off.
Pisses me off. Like, really anything, like, can kind of piss you off. Line stealing at the bar pisses me off.
Something's just stupid pisses me off.
You're exhausted. Pisses me off.
I had to go to a meeting with my boss at 10 a.m. after I went out until 1 a.m. Pisses me off.
Like, so anything's allowed to piss you off if you want it to piss you off. I hope that helps.
As long as you say it in that tone.
Pisses me off. You can't be like, oh, that pisses me off. Like,
yeah,
pisses me off.
Yeah, you have to end on that upper forte.
From the show Overcompensating. Hope y'all know that. I mean, my God. I forgot what else I was going to say about that. I feel like I've been talking for 6 hours, but
well, Trish.
Didn't mean to make this a Pride coming out episode.
It is. I'm happy for you. It's June. Come on. This is Trish's LGBT plus QA episode.
Plus QA episode. Thank you so much,
You're
Shannon.
very welcome. Okay, well, I love it. And comment below, what pisses y'all off? Let us know.
What pisses you off? Oh, it does piss me off. One more thing, and then I'll let you talk. I'm so sorry. I know y'all are very tired of hearing me talk. I've just forgotten it again.
A little fruity?
Oh, since it's Pride, I am a little fruity. Pisses me off that I'm a little fruity. Pisses me off. Pisses me off that, like, people have to, like, do what I did in college to, like, you know, really think that they're, like, that's their worth, and that's not your worth. I know y'all don't come on this podcast for, like, serious, meaningful discussions.
Good to have them occasionally.
You know, it does piss me off, and we're right here advocating for y'all as
100%.
well. And 100%. Without any further...
No, I mean, I agree. It pisses me off that you would ever feel, you know, that like you weren't enough or that you weren't fitting in. And I hope you know that.
Thank you so much.
And to anyone that's listening that feels the same way, it pisses us off, okay? And we love you. And I hope you know that. And I think, obviously, I'm an ally, but like I'm kind of different than the typical like Southern girl as well. You know, haven't you know had 18 kids and gotten married, etc. Which if you did that, that's 100% fine. That does not piss me off.
Completely fine.
But it's just sometimes you know it can be a little bit challenging. But I hope y'all kind of look at us and know that it's okay to be completely freaking unique and different. And again, I didn't know we were doing a TED Talk today, but let's jump right on into it.
We're gonna continue to surprise y'all each and every week with different wonderful. Beautiful moment.
We did not plan to do this in the slightest.
None of our prank calls worked out, so we're just
gonna do a heart to heart today.
We're gonna do a heart to heart
for Pride. Yes, for Pride today. But yes, at the end of the day, you know, I say it as a joke: be yourself. Everyone else is already taken, but you just have to be yourself, or you're gonna end up just not happy.
Everybody's on your own different path. Yeah, that's all I can say. And genuinely.
Yeah, there are certain things that you cannot control, but you just have to know things are going to work out when and how they're supposed to. And I truly believe that.
Another thing I wanted to say to that while we're on this.
Very cool.
A lot of people, like, you know, they didn't think that we were like at the certain level of like je ne sais quoi that they preferred, kind of.
Popularity vibes.
Yeah, I wish I would just speak normal and say like, but we weren't really there like je ne sais quoi at the time when we were in college because we might have been too loud or too like insane or like drank too much or like we're just like the odd ones out.
What did they say? Oh, someone told me I have a very loud personality.
Okay.
Like, yeah, a lot of fraternity guys would tell me that. And I'm like, yeah, and
what are you bringing to the table?
Exactly. And you're welcome for the entertainment, by the way. So, yeah, I agree. I don't think if you peaked in high school or college, again, great for you.
Happy for you.
I feel like at this.
we've been working our way to this point.
Exactly. At however old we are now, I won't say, but it's just like, you know, I feel like we have found friends and a community that understand and support us. But yeah, it was definitely not always
rainbows and butterflies.
The case, yeah, in the slightest. It was almost like we were like really annoying and obnoxious, which is really, really completely
Which I don't
random.
Get it.
I don't at all either.
So weird. Pisses me off. Okay, you want to do your word of the week? I'm sorry, I've hogged the mic this whole episode.
Oh my God, no! I'm glad you did, Tristan. I wanted you to get a chance to speak. You never get to.
I know. I never really get to talk.
It's good to see you come out of your shell a little bit.
I know, a little bit and try it.
My word of the week is also kind of a phrase, and I actually had put this on my Instagram story the other day, but it's just the phrase, sorry for whatever I said about whatever. And that's kind of a blanket statement that can be used if you need to do an apology for something that you don't want to get into the specifics of, or maybe you don't remember the details of.
But you've been informed that you might have done it. And this really doesn't have anything to relate to what had happened on the YouTube.
At all. Actually, I said this to someone after we went to medieval times. Sorry for whatever I said about whatever.
Have we talked about our medieval times journey on the podcast? I feel like we might have. just of how the ride there was really, really short, and then the ride back was very, very quick.
Which someone on the Facebook said, like, they went and saw the new Mission Impossible movie, and it was like 3 hours long. And she said, like, after a bottle of wine, that movie randomly flew by. And I was like, baby, can we relate?
That is my girl.
Because it took us a while to get to medieval times. It's about an hour and a half away. That ride home flew by.
I swear we got home in about 15 minutes. I thought we took the chopper home.
Look up.
I thought Britbug got us the chopper home. I had no clue.
Just like swirled by.
Yeah, it was really great. But you know, when you're on those party buses, you have camaraderie with your friends. There's nothing like it, really.
I totally agree. And in medieval times was kind of a blur as well.
I loved medieval times. I found love at medieval times. If y'all haven't gone and experienced it, please do so.
It's a good way to kind of switch up your Friday night if you want to do more of an activity.
Ever since we did it, and I'm not saying I feel like people have been doing it before that.
I have seen it more on TikTok.
Everyone's like, let's switch up our nights and do that. I'm like, yeah, we totally agree. It's so much fun. You get to like watch the joust. You
get a meal.
I was gonna say the magicians were sweet, but they're not magicians. They are
magicians.
No, I know they're not magicians. I just the first word that came to my head was the knights
were really, really sweet as well. Except when they told me not to touch the net.
That was rude.
That was weird.
Okay, that is rude. That also Channing has a vlog of that whole experience as well. Mm-hmm. You don't want them to watch that one? You can skip that one.
Yeah, between that and the 7K live, those are the only two that I've ever posted where I'm a little toe up. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I really appreciate it. So anyway, sorry for whatever I said about whatever. Apparently, I had a conversation with Kat on the party bus on the way home. But by the way, she was probably super fucked up too. So I know she doesn't remember. But
I know that's the great part. That's the silver lining.
I texted her at like 2 a.m. Sorry for whatever I said about whatever. And the next day she was like, "What?" And I was like, "I don't know."
Never mind.
Don't worry about it. Anyway,
it's also a good blanket statement to use when you just like need to cover your bases.
Yeah,
because like you could have said like. You could just make up what you said because if they don't remember, then you're like, oh, okay, then we're fine.
Yeah, and if no one remembers, then don't even bring it up. But if you need to apologize, just say that.
Good blanket statement for anyone to use.
I agree.
Also can be applied in the professional setting. There's a lot of water running out. I'm sure something's flooding in my house.
Okay. Without further complete ado, Love Island is starting last night for when this goes live. So I probably won't watch it tonight, but I will be watching that. So maybe we can do some recaps on here of what our thoughts are. Tristan's so busy. I don't think he'll have time to watch it.
I'm going to try to like get some like details in that I can probably like
You can watch recaps on like TikTok or something.
I would love to do the recaps. If y'all have a good TikTok recapper of Love Island, please let me know. I'll try to stay as informed as I possibly can.
I'll watch in detail and kind of review that. I'm also watching the noise is really something. I'm also watching The Valley and on Bravo, of course. So let me know y'all's thoughts on that. We can deep dive into that as well.
What is The Valley?
The Valley is a spinoff of Vanderpump Rules.
Oh, what y'all went to the event for? Or is that different?
That was Vanderpump Villa. The Valley is like some of the people that were on Vanderpump Rules more grown up. So like they're having kids. They're living now instead of in West Hollywood. They live in the Valley.
Okay.
And it's like their lives as adults. And it's almost more chaotic than it was when they were working at SUR.
Which is wild.
Which is crazy. What else? I was watching Love Hotel on Bravo, which is where some of the housewives are trying to find love, get set up. Some of the single ones.
I feel like I'm just so behind. I feel old.
You'll never catch up.
I'll never catch up. There's no way. Oh, I did start watching Summer House though, and I'm really enjoying it.
But you started with last year's season.
Yeah, I started with last year's season, so I'm just doing like recent seasons. But I am trying. I had some downtime. This year's season because this Summer House is ending. Of course, I've been watching that. Love Paige. He loves West. I mean, I still like West. I like Sierra. What are y'all's thoughts on all the current Bravo shows? Because we can deep dive into some of those as well. I'll try to get knowledge about it. I will try to get knowledgeable about it. I feel horrible.
You need to commit some time to just kind of like sit back, relax, and
maybe
watch.
you can swan dive me in to some of your favorites. This weekend, we're planning on doing a little excursion of little Not That Y'all Care retreat with our whole entire team, except for everyone, except for us.
Other than us, so we're very busy. So we're going to do a little staycation somewhere maybe and talk business, y'all, because what do we have coming up that we want to announce maybe next week?
E12 and merch. So
we have gotten the most amazing mock-ups in for the merch, y'all. It brought a tear to my eye, and I'm not even kidding. It's like literally too good.
I got full blown like chills and like I got FBC full body chills.
So to our girl Eliza who is doing those,
please like for any of your merch needs, please go to Eliza. We'll put her when we like announce and launch everything. We'll tag We'll put her Instagram like in the caption.
She has a website too.
We might let y'all vote. We kind of heard what you wanted in the Facebook group versus like, you know, what makes sense. But like there's some stuff I think we just need to go ahead and do now just as like a soft launch for prerequisite for merch and what people typically look for in merch and what I want to wear on my body. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I thank you so much.
Very cool. Okay, so with that being said, y'all look ahead for this weekend. We're going to do some planning, etc. But we're going to start the prank
We are going to get into the prank calls. I do think, you know, we were talking about Channing always does a great job of getting kind of those submissions into us. I'm more on that tech field, technical Trish over here.
Tech whiz.
You know, sometimes I'm like not in the mood to do the prank calls because
he knows he's going to have to kind of fix the audio. It's a little distorted.
And then we get loud and then I feel horrible.
People on the phone. We're going to get it fixed, but not today.
We haven't been equipped with those resources and or intel to get us what we need to get us into. But we will.
We're gonna try at some point. But hey, that's not gonna stop us. We're gonna keep going because everyone loves the prank call. So we're gonna keep
We're gonna try while
Tristan's
we can.
Always like, I don't want to do it. But y'all, Denny do such a good job with the prank calls. He does.
Once we get going, we'll be able to have like a live stream kind of audio technician into our database and platform and such. At some point in the near like couple business years,
decades.
I think we'll be decades at this point. I think we'll be fine.
We'll be solid. But for now, we're still DIYing.
We're doing it. We've already done 2 of these prank calls. They did not answer,
so they're not included.
And we sent like a million. Like we tried like 6 times. We called them
like 6 times for 2 different people. So if that was y'all, sorry.
I'm sorry.
All right, let me read the one that you're gonna do.
Okay,
so this is submitted by Carly M. Hi, Carly.
Hey, Carly, what's up, man? How we doing?
Please prank call my best friend, Alexis H. We are not screwing.
Thank you for letting us know.
She used to work at Francesca's in Suburban Square, Pennsylvania, and would lock the door during her shift and legitimately sit on the floor watching YouTube and play the Papa's Pizzeria game.
She sounds like a great time, by the way. Like that would be literally me. Actually, at my first job, that literally was me.
What was your first job?
At the marketing agency.
Oh, you would just lock yourself in a room?
Well, I don't know. I was just so young, and sometimes I get very bored. Like if there was downtime, like before a big thing, like I didn't have much to do.
And you like the game.
And I love laying down and gaming.
Anyway, we don't know how she got away with doing this for so long, but please call her from corporate and tell her she's in trouble. Do you have the number?
I do.
So you're calling Alexis H.
Francesca's
in Suburban Square. Say we got the surveillance footage in. And Tristan wants to switch up his name today, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Trying something new. I swear to God.
What if she's in Pennsylvania again? It's 11 p.m. So
it's okay. Sorry, I apologize.
She needs to wake up.
Apologize for the late call.
Be like really stern with this one.
Okay.
Your call has been
again.
recorded.
Try it in the voicemail.
Record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Alexis, this is Paul R. I'm gonna be frank with you, Alexis. I'm not happy. The team and I are not happy. I understand that, you were a part of our team over at Francesca's in Suburban Square, and we've seen the footage. We've seen the footage. We are not happy about the footage. I'm going to let you own up to this, and I'm going to let you kind of explain to me why you think this was okay and why this happened. I'm not happy about it. I'm not going to curse. But what the heck? I mean, you'd sit on the floor and you'd play these pizza games. Not only are we seeing the pizza reports. Fuck.
But our numbers
went down. I had to hang up. You're distracting me. You were distracting me.
My fault.
Be stern. I heard you the first time. I don't know how to be stern. I'm a people pleaser. We're going to try one more, and if not, there's no prank calls this week.
Horrible.
These are prank calls from hell. Okay.
It's our 4th one. Be stern.
4th prank call. Be stern. Be stern or get out of the kitchen.
Are you mad at
of
me?
Papa's Pizzeria. No, but like I could hear you. Like I'm like, got it. Okay. But I can't think straight. Jesus. Okay. Number 6.
This is our 6th call. No one's answering.
No, everyone hates us right now.
This one is from Lucy P. She included some imagery, which I like. Can I tell you something?
There's no way. There's not a number. Let's scrap it. The whole episode.
Let's try this one. There was a phone number. Are you ready?
I guess so.
Hi, my name is Taylor. Not that y'all give a single damn or fuck, but I love y'all. I'm a dance. This is our 7th one we're trying tonight. Okay. I liked this part of this one. I'm a dance teacher, and we've started yelling, "Let's go."
Fucking
7th one we're trying tonight.
In the world, no one in this United States will answer our call. Like, hello?
Okay. I'm a dance teacher, and we've started yelling, "Let's go, Chauncey," when our kids go on stage. So thank you for that. For the prank call, my friend is Cassie Patton. She's a nail tech in Boise, Idaho. Redhead, wears glasses. I think you...
So me.
So you.
So me.
You. I think there are a couple good angles to get her on. You could be a potential client looking for impossible nails. She's really great at her job. Has a hard time telling people no. Okay, so let's just do that.
What kind of nails do you want?
That's a good question.
It's a great question. I appreciate you asking.
What kind of nails I want is what's a design you can think of for me? Maybe glow in the dark.
She knows Chauncey.
Yeah, I get. Well, this girl does. I don't know if Cassie Patton
Oh, okay.
does.
Maybe like we can just go in detail about the Chauncey bear.
Yeah.
And then, but the Chauncey bear with something else.
With like a meet and 3 special that was this week
yes.
at the
Dean's.
At Dean's, the local bar and bistro.
Yes.
Okay. Let's just try it. I know this will
it's
not
not
work.
going to work.
We've been doing this for an hour. Praying.
What's her name?
Cassie P.
Love Cassie. Addison Ray meet and 3 meet Chauncey combo.
Like Addison Ray inspired meets Chauncey.
I say maybe call 3 times, and if not, then we do a voicemail, and then we just end the podcast indefinitely.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Hi, my name is Danielle, and I am calling looking for Cassie P. From the salon. I got your number from online, and I was just calling to try to make an appointment with you. I mean, I heard you're the best in the business, and I wanted to see if I could maybe come in either later tonight, much later tonight, or real early in the morning. I am actually looking to get a set done on both my toes and fingernails. I'm looking for gel acrylics, and I wanted to do a little bit of almost an Addison Ray inspired look meets Chauncey. Almost that cute little bear from the movie Meet Chauncey. And if there's any way we could establish a little twist of the local meet and 3, that was just the special this week at the diner, that would be smiled upon. If not, please do not hesitate to let me know. But I heard this is kind of your specialty. So if you don't mind just giving me a call or text back as soon as you get this, I might try your line a couple more times in just a minute. But anyway, I was seeing if I could come in, I don't know, in the next 10, 15 minutes. So if you don't mind just giving me a call back when you get this, Cassie, that would be smiled upon. I really appreciate it. Have a blessed one. Thanks.
We'll come in the next 10, 15 minutes if that's okay. We'll come in the next 10, 15 minutes.
Next 10, 15 minutes. So thank y'all for tuning in. This week, it was definitely a chaotic episode.
Chaotic crapshoot of an episode.
Yeah.
Sorry about the prank calls.
We tried. You can't say we didn't try because we really did.
I don't even know if I'm going to be able to edit all of the ones that we did try in here, but I will.
You can do a little mashup.
I'll do proof of that we did try. So
not that y'all would care to listen to it.
I know y'all wouldn't listen to it. But anyway. Make sure to like comment, subscribe, and let us know, review our podcast and everything like that. And I think it would be a cool kind of thing for y'all to do. And I feel like happy Pride, and I think
y'all want us to talk about next week.
You would want to be yourself.
Next week's double digits. And next week will be episode 10.
Yeah, we're gonna be double digits next week almost too. But I think I think I hope you have a good night.
Have a very blessed one.
Hope you dream. Yeah, I hope you dance.
I hope you definitely freaking dance.
I hope you dance, and I hope you do it well.
I couldn't agree more. So
I hope you apologize, but you don't, what you wanted to say.
Sorry for whatever I said about
whatever. And then it pisses me off. So
think the same. And
yeah, so
good to see y'all.
Yeah, nice to see y'all.
Yes,
we'll see y'all a little bit
Have
next
a
week.
Good one. Thank you.
Love y'all. See you
later.